My heart pounded as I got the test back from the class rep. A big A+ right there in the corner. All that studying actually paid off. Casey, that test was brutal and you still got a perfect score? I didn't think it was that hard. I just practiced a lot. You're the homeroom teacher's kid. It'd be weird if you didn't ace it. Maybe you even saw the test early. Well, there went my good mood. I should have been used to it, but it still stung a bit. Hi, I'm Casey, 16, and having a mom as the homeroom teacher was not fun at all. No matter how hard I worked, no one believed it was real. Everyone just assumed I was getting special treatment. I tried making friends, but it always felt like people kept their distance. Mom, at this rate, I'll have 0 friends. Then I'll be your friend. No, that made it worse. But Mom was serious, like really serious. Why don't you sit with the other teachers? Wouldn't it be nicer if we sat together instead of you eating alone? So I rushed through lunch just to get out of there. The school's having a festival this weekend. Do you want a new dress? We could go after school. I was gonna say no, but then I remembered my closet was basically just tees and jeans, so I nodded. After a while, I finally found the dress. Mom, I want this one! I don't think it suits you. Try this one instead. What? That makes me look like a 50-year-old. I think it looks great on you. Trust me, you'll be the prettiest and the most attention-grabbing girl there. Prettiest? Doubt. But attention-grabbing? For sure. Still, I gave in and let her buy it. I stared longingly at the other dress while waiting at the counter. That's when I spotted Betty. She was trying on clothes too. We were just chatting when suddenly the whole rack next to us came crashing down. Oh snap! Please don't tell me Mom was eavesdropping. Yep, she pulled me right out of the store. Betty's a troublemaker. I don't want you spending time with her. It felt like I was some bird trapped in a cage. So freaking suffocating. Then one day, Finn, yes, that Finn, aka my crush, came to talk to me after school. Was I dreaming? Finn, what's up?
Listen, I'm never gonna like you. Tell your mom to leave me alone.
Huh? What are you talking about?
She literally called me out to say I shouldn't date in high school. Said I should let you focus on studying or whatever. Like, no offense, but I never had a thing for you.
What the fluff? How did she even know I liked him? I never told anyone. I only wrote it in my journal. Wait, no way. I rushed to the teacher's lounge. Mom! How did you find out about Finn? Did you read my journal? I just wanted what's best for you. That look on her face said it all. I was fuming. You don't want what's best for me! You just want to control me! I'd had enough. I don't want to be controlled anymore. I ran and slammed right into someone. It was Betty. Oh my gosh, sorry. You okay? I'm fine, but you look upset. What happened? It was the first time someone actually asked, so I told her everything. Dang, your mom's way too much. If it were me, I'd go nuts. You're old enough to make your own choices. She literally has no rights. Exactly. I've decided I'm living my own life now. Mom can't stop me. Yes, girl! Let's go. Ready for a glow up? Betty took me to her go-to beauty salon. The stylist sat down and spun me like a dang Beyblade. I just sat there like a fashion game character getting a makeover. My pinstripe black hair turned into bold, fiery red curls. My basic outfit was swapped for a trendy dress with accessories on point. And when she finished the makeup, holy sparkles, I looked just as good as the hottest girls at school. Whoa, you seriously ate? Now keep that energy and party hard! I didn't get home till midnight. I thought Mom would be asleep by then. But nope, living room lights were on. She was waiting. Where were you? And what are you wearing? Go change now! Leave me alone! I'm grown! I can do what I want! What you want is partying till midnight dressed like that? No way I'm letting this slide. But this makes me happy! Being under your control all the time is driving me nuts! You never understand me! I stormed to my room, ignoring her yelling behind me. After that night, I was stuck to Finn and Betty like glue. I skipped class, left tests blank, and my grades tanked. Mom tried everything. Talking nicely, yelling. I ignored it all. Watching her lose control felt kinda amazing. Every day I got swept up in partying with Finn and Betty.
Come on, babe. Just try a little.
I stared at the glass of amber liquid, a little hesitant. But right before I could try it, a hand knocked it out of mine. Why was my mom here? I told you not to date. And you, how dare you bring her to places like this? Don't blame Finn. This is my choice. I like him. I wanted to come. No one forced me. Why are you like this? Because of you! You always act like you know what's best. You never care how I feel. Do you even know what it's like being the teacher's kid at school? Everyone talks. No one wants to be my friend. They all think I'm some teacher's pet. I wish you weren't even my mom. Her face went pale. She didn't say a word, just turned and walked away. Part of me felt bad, but my stubborn pride didn't let me call out to her. Next morning, Finn noticed I was off and told me to skip school with him. He tore into us and made us clean the schoolyard as punishment.
That crusty old man. I'll get him back for this.
After school, Finn dragged me to the parking lot and found the principal's car. Then he pulled out a spray can and started tagging it. Finn, what are you doing? Stop!
He embarrassed me. This is payback. Here, your turn.
No! What if we get caught?
Don't be a scaredy cat. Oh, just hold this. I'll grab another can.
He disappeared before I could even react. And right then, a sharp voice rang out behind me.
Casey, what on earth are you doing?
It's not me, I swear.
Don't even try it. You're holding the spray can. If it's not you, then who?
I totally froze. There was no way I could throw Finn under the bus. The principal saw my silence and assumed I was guilty. He dragged me straight to my mom.
I can't believe a model teacher like you raised such a reckless kid. You better talk some sense into her.
I will, sir. I'm so sorry for the trouble. Once he left, I braced myself for the usual storm. But Mom just looked at me, sighed, and walked away. That look in her eyes, sad and disappointed, hit me right in the gut. I had to find Finn. We had to figure this out. He wouldn't seriously let me take the blame. One classmate said they saw him head to the storage room. I rushed over, but just as I reached for the door, I heard Betty's voice. So, you're not even worried about your girl getting grilled by the principal?
Forget that dumb girl. I've got a prettier one right here.
I peeked through the door and I saw they were kissing. It felt like the whole world came crashing down. My best friend and my boyfriend secretly stabbing me in the back? How could you two do this to me? They looked a little caught off guard, but only for like half a second.
Well, guess the cat's out of the bag. I was just messing with you anyway.
You can thank your mom for this. She kept snitching on me, got my allowance cut so many times. We just wanted to drag her precious little princess down with us. Y'all are pure evil, and you're gonna regret this. I walked home completely wrecked. When I got there, Mom was on the couch. Just seeing her made my chest tighten with guilt. You're back. Come, sit. I want to talk. It had been so long since we sat down like this without yelling. Casey, I'm sorry. I didn't understand you. I know I pushed too hard. I already turned in my resignation. From now on, I won't interfere with your life anymore. I just want my daughter back. And that's when I realized the only person who ever truly loved me was her. I hugged her tight, completely overwhelmed with guilt. I'm so sorry, Mom. I messed up. Once I calmed down, I told her everything about Finn and Betty. She promised she'd help clear my name. We checked the school security footage, and boom, there it was. Clear video of Finn spray painting the principal's car. He got hit with serious punishment. As for Betty, her grades dropped so bad her parents shipped her off to some boarding school in the middle of nowhere. I got my act together, started studying again, and brought my grades back up. The principal even invited Mom to keep teaching. And this time, I didn't mind. Because now, we finally understood each other.
I opened my eyes just to find my room was an absolute wreck after one wild night. I bolted upright and tripped over something sticking out from under my bed. A guy was sleeping there. Hey! I gave his cheek a light tap, but he just scrunched up his face lazily and drifted back to sleep. Before I could give him a wake-up slap, his eyes flew open and we just stared at each other, frozen.
What are you?
Right then, I heard my parents' car pulling into the driveway. Oh no! I grabbed him by the head, yanked him up, and shoved him into my closet, barely registering his confused stammering. Hi, I'm Callie, 17 years old. And what happened last night? Total nightmare. Spoiler alert, this is only the beginning of the mess I created. I've always been the good girl, the kind that never talks back to her parents and definitely never gets in trouble. My parents, they had rules for everything. Bed by 10, no loud music, and parties, forget it. But the biggest rule? Don't you dare hang out with that Alita girl next door. She's always up to no good. So yeah, I stuck to books, extra homework, and Sudoku weekends with my dad. Not exactly thrilling, but it kept them happy. Every time Alita threw one of her crazy parties, I tried to focus on the words in my book, which were practically dancing to the bass booming next door. Usually, my parents would storm over to Alita's house, furious. But last weekend, everything changed.
Lock up tight. We'll be back early tomorrow.
Sleep tight, honey. A few minutes later, the music from Alita's house kicked off, louder than ever. I slammed the windows, yanked the curtains, and buried my head under a pillow, but nothing worked. I couldn't concentrate. Maybe I needed to do what my parents usually did. I knocked on Alita's door, and the moment it swung open, the music hit me like a truck. Alita stood there, grinning. Finally! We've been waiting for you! Wait, what? I'm just here to makeover time, girls! Before I knew what was happening, I was whisked upstairs. 3 other girls surrounded me with hair curlers, makeup, and dresses. My glasses were yanked off, my hair undone, and my old hoodie tossed aside. They undressed me like I was a Barbie. Girls, I didn't really— Shush! I felt like I stepped into Katy Perry's last Friday night video. Honestly, it was kind of fun. Definitely more exciting than Sudoku with Dad. After the makeover, I looked like a completely different person. Not even the popular girls at school could touch me. You look amazing. Now let's party! No way we're wasting this night with your parents out. And the rest of the night was total madness. Guys were all over me, begging me to dance. We played beer pong. I stuck to mocktails though. And before I knew it, we were dancing on tables. Then someone yelled,
After party at Callie's!
and instead of stopping them, I shouted along, "Let's go!" In one reckless moment, everyone stormed over to my house. I completely lost track of who I was. I woke up the next morning with the worst headache ever, only to realize my house was a disaster zone. My parents were coming home soon, and I was about to get smashed like a potato. I jumped out of bed and almost tripped over. Oh, right, him! I struggled to wake him up just as I heard my parents pulling into the driveway. Quick, hide in the closet, now!
Callie, what happened here?
My parents burst into the room, and I could see the shock in their eyes. Trash was everywhere, random shoes were hanging from the chandelier, and the living room rug looked like it had been through Hurricane Milton. I can't explain, but they didn't let me. I stood there, head down, listening to half an hour of lecturing about how I wasn't the good daughter they thought I was, and oh yeah, I was grounded for 2 weeks.
Sorry, but can I use the bathroom?
Somebody save me from this chaos.
Your parents are intense!
I've never seen them that mad before. It's totally my fault.
I heard about your little house arrest. Sounds brutal. Want some company?
What do you mean?
I'll keep you company while you're stuck here. I live just a few blocks away, but my parents are always gone. It's just me. By the way, I'm Cruz, 22.
Cruz was a smooth talker. True to his word, he visited me during that first week, and we got close fast. Then, as my parents tightened the leash on my punishment, Cruz offered to stay in the attic right above my room.
Just until you're free again, okay?
I agreed. As long as my parents didn't know, it'd be fine. Cruz became my secret roommate. And honestly, it was kind of thrilling. It felt like I was silently rebelling against my parents. Cruz would sneak down at night and we'd whisper in the kitchen, sharing snacks like 2 outlaws. He was nothing like anyone I'd ever met. Confident, charming, and funny in a way that made me forget how boring my life used to feel. One night, we were chatting.
You know, you could be so much more amazing if your parents let you be free.
They're not that bad.
Come on, it's not like you're in prison, right? There's nothing wrong with having fun at parties. Your parents are just too strict.
For the first time, someone was on my side, and it made my heart skip a beat. Cruz made me feel like I was more than just a good daughter. We grew even closer. Late nights, watching our favorite shows together. He even convinced me to crank up the music in my room.
You can't live your life being scared of them, Callie. You deserve to stand up for yourself.
I did, and it got me grounded for another few weeks. But this time, I fought back. Fine, I'll stay in my room forever then, because I knew I had Cruz by my side. I started rebelling even more, leaving the water running in the bathroom, leaving the fridge door open, and tossing all the trash all over the kitchen. One night, Cruz woke me up at 2 a.m., grinning like a troublemaker, and we snuck out the window. We ran to a nearby park, lit up fireworks, and laughed like we were the only people alive. We only left when a neighbor threatened to call the cops.
You're finally free!
He was right. Every little act of rebellion felt like I was reclaiming parts of myself that had been buried under years of rules. I wasn't doing it because I was bad. I was standing up for myself. At first, it was great, but over time, something changed. Cruz started getting comfortable. Too comfortable. He began wandering around the house during the day when my parents were at work, even though I worried the neighbors might see him. He left dishes everywhere, raided the fridge without asking, and even used my dad's razor. At first, I shrugged it off, but then one day, I stayed late at the library and came home just half an hour before my parents. As I got closer, I noticed the front door was ajar. The moment I stepped inside, my heart dropped. Drawers were pulled open, and a few small items were missing. But how? I had locked the door before I left. Cruz. Where was Cruz? I ran to the attic and threw open the door. The place was a mess. Leftover food all over the floor, but he wasn't there. My parents came home with the police, who said it was just a petty burglary. Nothing to worry about. Cruz came back that night, climbing through the window, acting like he had no idea about the break-in. But deep down, I knew something wasn't right. The next day, I asked Alita about Cruz since he'd been at her party. Huh? I didn't invite anyone named Cruz. I'm sure of it. A chill ran down my spine. Cruz's entire backstory was shady, and his house wasn't just a few blocks away. I told Alita everything, and with her help, we found something shocking. On the police news bulletin, there was a report about a string of scams targeting families across the state. The scammers used charming young guys to win over girls, sneak into their homes, and slowly steal valuables while the families remained clueless until it was too late. And there was Cruz's face, plastered right there. He had changed his hair and style, but I knew it was him, the guy who'd been mooching off me all this time. I stared at the screen, too shocked to even breathe. He'd been using me. How could I have been so stupid? Cal, this is serious. Let me know if you need help. I left Alita's house, my mind spinning. The worst part? A tiny part of me didn't want to believe Cruz was really a bad guy. That night, I found Cruz in the attic, flashing that same harmless smile. If we're gonna break all the rules, shouldn't we go out with a bang?
That's my girl.
He'd always wanted me to do something bigger than just little acts of rebellion. So this time, I told him I wanted to run away and suggested we have one last feast at home. I prepared a big meal with all of Cruz's favorite foods, and even swiped some drinks from my dad. We were having fun until he got totally wasted, slumped in his chair. I know why you're here, but I don't care. I like having you around. I like you.
But I'm a bad guy, Callie.
For the first time, Cruz broke down like a child. He told me everything about how he got roped into a gang, about all the other girls he'd scammed.
But you're different.
What if we left? Together, just you and me. I'll help you start over.
Or you could join us. Be one of us. Let's go out with a bang.
He jumped up and pulled me into a tight hug, his warmth surprising me. I had made my decision. Call everyone. I'll show them where my parents keep the valuables. We'll make it big, and then we'll leave together. When his gang showed up, Cruz was passed out on the couch, too drunk to even open his eyes. I led them straight to my mom's jewelry and my dad's expensive watch collection. It was probably the easiest robbery they'd ever pulled off, with the homeowner giving them directions.
Let's do it!
It's time to go. Suddenly, my parents, Alita, and the police burst in. The thieves froze, bags of stolen goods in their hands, unable to move or explain themselves. They were caught red-handed.
You set me up?
What did you expect? I'm smarter than you think. The police dragged Cruz and his gang out of the house. As the door slammed shut behind them, the chaos finally died down. It was over. Although Alita had already explained everything to my parents, I couldn't shake my fear when I had to face them. I had let a stranger live in our attic. I was ready for the longest lecture of my life and weeks of grounding. But instead, my parents surprised me.
We've been too strict.
We just wanted to protect you, but maybe we went too far.
I'm the one who messed up. I didn't listen to you guys. I'm sorry, but I love you. I collapsed into their arms, crying like a baby. Alita stood outside the room, probably having smoothed things over with them. The attic returned to its old, quiet emptiness. As I was cleaning up Cruz's leftover mess, I found it, a scribbled carving on the wooden beam. Cruz and Callie inside a crudely drawn heart. My chest tightened as I remembered him saying,
But you're different.
it was the one thing he'd said to me that was real. No lies, no mask. He was gone now, and despite everything, I couldn't bring myself to hate him. I shut the attic door, closing it on the memories of Cruz. All I could hope for was that he'd change, and maybe, just maybe, he'd remember the girl who once gave him a second chance.
I have superpowers, and my superpower is I'm super rich. Hello, dear customer. Welcome to... OMG, you're Andrea Brahms! Aw, alright, I'm so happy today, so bring me your store's newest collections. I'll take them all. Everything? Everything. Everyone looked at me, eyes wide open to see me walking out of the store. Behind me were the boxes and bags that piled higher than my bodyguard's height. I had bought so many things that there wasn't enough room in my car, and I had to call a limousine to store everything.
Andrea, what did you just buy?
Just chill, Dad. I just bought some necessary thingy things.
What thingy things cost $100,000? You'd better come home right now.
Oh, I can't hear you, Dad. Hi, I'm Andrea Brahms, and I'm super rich. However, something that changes my life forever is about to happen. My family is super wealthy. My grandfather is the founder of Brahms Corporation, which manufactures and distributes yachts. If you notice, you might see the name Brahms appearing quite everywhere. They all belong to my family. After my grandfather passed away, my dad and his brother, my Uncle Jeff, had taken over the family business and made Brahms the biggest corporation in town. At the age of 32, my dad met and fell in love with my mom and soon married her, the only child of my parents, the future heir of the Brahms Corporation. I was destined to be living a wealthy and luxurious life for the rest of my life. My billionaire dad always spoiled me with the finest things, going to a royal elementary school, having a birthday gift as Chanel's newest collection of shoes and bags, a yacht named Andrea, my name.
A green yacht? But I don't like it! I want a blue one! Blue! Blue! Blue!
Go get her the blue yacht quickly.
On my 17th birthday, my dad gave me a black card so that I could freely buy whatever I wanted. Before handing it to me, my father gave me some advice.
Sweetie, although you could buy a lot of things with this card, I hope you spend it wisely.
I know. Thanks, Dad. Love you. Despite my dad having warned me many times, I still turned a deaf ear to his advice. With a black card, I didn't hesitate to spend a lot of money to throw a house party while my father was away on business.
Yeah! It's freaking party time, everybody! Let's rock!
The crowd was getting pumped up. The party was so much fun that time flew by until...
Miss Brahms.
Let's dance! Woo!
Miss Brahms!
Mr. Officer, we didn't do anything illegal.
Your neighbors are complaining that your party is too noisy. If this keeps going on, we might have to invite you to the station.
It's not that bad, is it?
Actually, it is, because you were reported by 10 different families.
Eventually, I had to announce that the party was over and everybody needed to go home. What came after the party was my dad's rage.
Andrea, $100,000 for a ridiculous party? Really?
It's not even a big deal for you. Why are you so upset?
You! What if one day I'm gone? What are you gonna do if you just keep spending money like there's no tomorrow like this?
But you're still here, aren't you?
You...
Suddenly, my dad clutched his chest with his face in pain and fell to his knees. Dad, are you okay? Dad, what's wrong with you? Dad, wake up! I was completely panicked and trying to dial 911 with my trembling hands. The ambulance came and took my dad to the hospital. While I was unable to think straight, my dad's secretary, Mr. Mark, showed up and helped me with the paperwork. My Uncle Jeff also came to the hospital after hearing the incident. 1 hour, then 2 hours passed, and the operating room lights were still on. Uncle Jeff, is my dad going to be okay?
I found the best doctors. Your dad's gonna be saved.
The doctor finally stepped out. Sir, how's my dad?
We tried our best, but
A ringing in my ears. Suddenly, I felt everything blurry. I just broke down and cried in my Uncle Jeff's arms. My dad died of a heart attack. The symptoms appeared probably a few months ago. But due to busy work, he did not have time to go see the doctor properly. But I think I was the one who caused his death. Only then did I realize how spoiled and heartless I was. I was such a spendthrift, and what I did was only make my dad mad. Dad, I was wrong. Can you please come back to me? After Dad's funeral, I was immediately dragged into the business world. I had to stay up all night to handle the remaining tasks of the company. Previously, I was such a lazy bone. All play and no work had distracted me from caring about my family business.
Miss Andrea, our supplier has not agreed to some terms in the contract.
But
Also, you're having a meeting with the board of directors in 15 minutes.
What? But I haven't... Mr. Mark was always there to support me, but I just simply couldn't do anything correctly. And because of that, a lot of people showed their disagreement to my current position in the company.
That spoiled brat is destroying the company. She is. Why do we even have to listen to that brat? She's just an amateur. Hey, be more compassionate in your words. She just lost her father. Maybe Jeff should take over the business instead of letting a novice do it.
I stood outside and heard every single word that the adults said to each other. All I could do was run away from that place. They were right. I wasn't good enough to sit in that position. I sulked in my room, making Mr. Mark, who was standing next to me, also worried. I can't do it! I don't deserve this position!
Miss Andrea, you have to work harder.
I can't! Please just let Uncle Jeff take over everything! At the very moment when I was most desperate, Uncle Jeff appeared like a hero. I immediately ran over and hugged him. Thank God you're here!
No need to worry. I'm here to help you.
Thanks to Uncle Jeff standing behind and supporting me, the company's problems were gradually solved. I felt like all my burdens were gone for good. Until one day, I received an urgent meeting call with the board of directors. As soon as I walked in, all eyes were on me.
There she is. Here comes the saboteur.
What's going on here? It turned out that the company's new projects were having problems, and the whole organization was put in a heavy loss. The problem was, all of these projects had been approved by me, but I swear I'd never seen them before. Uncle Jeff, what is this all about? I waited for an explanation, but Uncle Jeff turned to those men and said,
I tried to stop her, but she didn't listen to me.
What did you say? I was dumbfounded to hear what Uncle Jeff said. I never thought he could be such a liar. I wanted to speak up, but those people from the board had blocked my throat.
This girl is not worth it. She has to leave.
Just like that, they backed me into a corner and forced me to sign a renunciation of the inheritance. It was my own ignorance as well as pressure from adults. I had no choice but to sign the paper. In only 5 seconds, I had lost all my dad's fortune into those cocky people's hands. Right after that, I was kicked out of my lovely house. From a wealthy heiress, I became a homeless girl. The only person who didn't turn his back on me was Mr. Mark. He was deeply displeased with what Jeff and the board had done to me, but there was not much he could do then.
We need to find you a place to stay first.
Mr. Mark brought me to his house. That was when I found out that he was married and had a son who was about my age.
Hi, I'm Michael.
Just like that, I lived at Mr. Mark's house. Things were a bit challenging at first. What is this?
It's mushroom soup. It's very good.
It looks a bit messy. I don't know. I kind of want to have sushi.
There is no sushi here. Just try the soup.
No! Wow, this soup is amazing! And so I ate up Michael's mom's delicious bowl of soup on my own. Mr. Mark was so surprised to see how I enjoyed the food. After finishing the meal, Mr. Mark suggested that I should find a part-time job. I'd never thought that I had to look for a job someday, but after what happened, I gradually realized that I needed to be independent. So I decided to go to the fast food restaurant where Michael was working. His boss hired me, and Michael became my direct supervisor. I learned things quite fast theoretically. However, when it came to doing the tasks practically, it was a little bit off.
I deeply apologize. This is my mistake. I will bring you a new dish right away.
Seeing Michael cover for me to apologize to the customer made me feel terribly guilty. I just crouched aside and looked at him. He handled the situation so smoothly that the customer was no longer angry, but happily returned to the table and continued to wait for the new dish. After explaining to the customer, Michael quickly returned to the kitchen to make food. I'm sorry, Michael.
Oh, no worries. You're a newbie, so it's alright to make mistakes. Now come here and help me redo these orders, okay?
Michael was too patient to instruct little by little. He didn't get mad or scold me when I made mistakes. Suddenly, he held my hands, which made my heart jump. I could feel blush on my cheeks.
The customer is lactose intolerant, so she asked for no ranch.
Oh, sorry. Just like that, I gradually got used to the life of a normal girl. Mr. Mark's family also got used to my existence in their house, and now they treated me like a family member. Even so, I still woke up from my sleep at night and burst into tears because I missed my dad so much. I wish you were here with me, Dad. One day, Michael and I decided to go to the movies after our shift ended. While waiting for Michael to pick me up, I accidentally saw Mr. Mark getting into a suspicious black car. Its license plate was Brahms. That's my family's car! After what happened at the company, I thought Mr. Mark had quit his job there. It was unbelievable that he was still keeping in touch with those people. An indescribable dread rose in my heart. I was afraid that Mr. Mark would turn his back on me just like Uncle Jeff did to me. I need to figure this out. As soon as Michael drove to my spot, I told him to follow the Brahms car. Michael didn't understand a thing, but still he did it. We followed that car to the hospital, and I was so shocked to realize that the person who got out of the car right after Mr. Mark was... Uncle Jeff? I was like struck by lightning, and my body stiffened up. Michael also realized that his dad was going with someone, and he was extremely curious about that. So he pulled me along with him. Mr. Mark and Uncle Jeff walked through several hallways and then stopped in front of a room. Michael and I came closer to eavesdrop on them.
The plan has worked beyond your expectations. Yeah, so you don't have to be worried anymore.
I couldn't hear what they were talking about clearly, so I got closer to listen. But unexpectedly, the door was unlocked, so it was accidentally pushed open.
Huh?
Huh?
Dad, Mr. Mark, and Uncle Jeff were startled and looked at me in panic. Wait, Dad? My dad sat on the bed in his hospital patient gown. His cheeks were puffing up, and he looked at me with his eyes wide open. Mr. Mark and Uncle Jeff tried to cover for him, but that didn't help at all. I was frozen to see what was happening right away. Apparently my dad had a heart attack and passed away. I even attended his funeral. And yet now here he was, right in front of my own eyes.
Sweetie, please don't freak out.
Me? How could I possibly freak out? What did it mean, fake death? I didn't get it at all. According to my dad, after having a heart attack, he came up with the idea of faking his death to teach me a lesson. My dad believed that I had to be pushed to the extreme circumstances to completely give up the habit of squandering. Thus, I would learn the value of money. Mr. Mark and Uncle Jeff also gave a hand in his plan.
I didn't expect you to figure things out so quickly.
After completely understanding everything, all I could do was burst into tears and rush to hug my dad. What I cared about was that my dad was still alive, and I got to see him again in the end. After the incident, I realized that the most important thing to me was not money, but my family and the precious life experiences. After recovering from his illness, my dad finally came back to the business to be the chairman of the board of directors and brought the corporation back to its peak. Dad, here's the financial master plan for our company. If we follow this, our company will save a lot of money. Besides, I also finished the report you asked.
Well done, sweetie. I'm so proud of you.